The Cincinnati fairy tale run had to come to an end. Eala finally faced her match, one of the most dangerous players on the WTA Tour, after exacting retribution for her devastating defeat to Elena Gabriela Ruse and shocking the tennis community with her unwavering quest for vengeance. Former world number 3 and two-time Grand Slam finalist Amanda Anisimova is an American powerhouse who has been dominating the Cincinnati draw with brutal efficiency. She was prepared for the Filipina sensation after defeating Zayep Son's 6-2, 6-3. This presented a different kind of difficulty for Eala. This has nothing to do with retaliation. This has nothing to do with making amends. This was an attempt to demonstrate that she is a member of the sports elite. It wasn't meant to be, but the goal was to add another top 10 scalp to her expanding collection. The game served as a harsh reminder of reality. A reminder that there are no guarantees at the top level of tennis. A reminder that heartbreaks and setbacks are common on the path to achievement. Finally, Eala has spoken up. What actually went wrong has been disclosed by her. Fans every place were taken aback by her response. It wasn't because she was upset or resentful, but rather because of her grace, candor, and amazing viewpoint. Welcome back to Ace Rally Brief. This is the tale of Eala's devastating defeat by Amanda Anisimova and the reason the tennis community was stunned by her response. We must first comprehend the amazing path that led Eala to this point in order to appreciate the scope of this loss. Eala had won her maiden WTA Tour Singles Championship at the Mubadala DC Open in Washington a few weeks prior. The triumph was just amazing. Zhang Qinwen, Leylah Fernandez, Alina Svitolina, Naomi Osaka, and world number 3 Jessica Pegula were among the elite players she overcame in the championship match. She has already defeated some of the most well-known tennis players. Next was Toronto. At the WTA 1000 event, the National Bank Open, Eala advanced to the 16th round. When she faced Olympic champion Belinda Bencic, her winning run of 7 games came to a stop. However, she had already shown her value. She had demonstrated her ability to compete with the world's greatest. She now arrived in Cincinnati, where she was seated 17th in the WTA 1000 event, her highest position to date. Giving her more time to get ready got her a first round. Elena Gabriela Ruse, who had dashed her hopes at the US Open qualifying 2 years prior, was the opponent she played in the second round. The retaliation was violent and quick. Due to a foot injury, Ruse retired while behind 6-1, 3-0. Eala, however, not only prevailed but also dominated. She had declared her coming in Cincinnati, summoning the ghost of her 2024 U.S. Election Open qualifying defeat. Eala reached a career-high ranking of world number 18 as a result of the triumph. She was having a great time. She was prepared for her next battle and had momentum. Amanda Anisimova presented the challenge. The 10th-ranked player in the world, who was ranked 9th in Cincinnati, posed a serious threat. A 2-time Grand Slam finalist, Anisimova has achieved a career-high ranking of 3rd in the world. She is dangerous, strong, and combative. Eala had already demonstrated her ability to defeat the top 10 players. She has a 9-4 record, including 5 consecutive victories, against opponents ranked in the top 10. Anisimova, however, was unique. She was prepared, self-assured, and in shape. "I haven't played her before," Anisimova declared prior to the game. "She is a fantastic player with a large following who has been having an amazing season. I'm therefore quite excited about that." When Eala took the court at the Lindner Family Tennis Center in Mason, Ohio, the scene was set, the spectators were prepared, and the match was about to start. It was an electrifying environment. The stands were crowded with thousands of Filipino supporters who chanted her name and waved flags. From Toronto to Cincinnati, she had been followed by the same scene. There was a strong Eala effect. However, Anisimova was unfazed. It was something she had seen before. She was prepared. "I enjoy a terrific atmosphere and a crowded stadium. I'm sure it will be a great match, even though they will probably be rooting more for her end," she remarked. "I don't mind, and I'll try to thrive off the energy." From the first point on, the game was a struggle. Eala emerged with a struggle. She was combative. She exuded confidence. She was confident that she could defeat the top 10 players once more. However, Anisimova persisted. Her strength was astonishing. Her serves could not be returned. Her ground strikes were harsh and accurate. Eala was suddenly on the defensive after overwhelming opponents with her aggressive baselining and deft left-handed serves. The match's actual score was displayed on the scoreline. In straight sets, Anisimova prevailed. Cincinnati's fantasy run came to an abrupt and humiliating end. The loss served as a tough reality check for Eala. She had been experiencing a surge of energy. It was her first WTA championship. Although she has achieved new heights in her career, there are no guarantees at the top level of tennis. And that's precisely what Anisimova had shown her. The stadium was hushed when the final point was played. The Filipino supporters, who moments earlier had been yelling Eala's name, sat in shocked bewilderment. The dream had ended. The tour of retaliation was over. However, everyone was taken aback by what transpired next. Eala didn't offer justifications. She did not hold the timetable responsible. The crowd didn't bother her. She just gracefully took the loss. Eala was open about what went wrong at her post-match press conference. She was open about her performance, the advantages of her opponent, and her own weaknesses. She didn't focus on the bad, though. She concentrated on the lessons she could learn from the setback. Eala had stated earlier in the competition, "I think it's just the level that I play that matters. Did I deliver the level I intended to deliver? Therefore, I wouldn't claim that the week was successful if I lost the first round, but the match was excellent. But it wasn't a horrible one either." After losing against Anisimova, she put that philosophy on full show. Eala didn't consider the loss to be a failure. For her, it was an educational experience. It was a part of her journey, in her opinion. The rage and frustration that had followed Ruse's death contrasted sharply with her response. Ruse had been furious at the haters, but he was cool under pressure. Eala accepted the loss with dignity, whereas Ruse had begged for forgiveness. A budding star and an established champion vary in this way. Eala is unique because of this. She is aware that obstacles are a necessary part of the process. She is aware that every setback presents a chance for personal development. Eala disclosed what actually went wrong during her news appearance. Aniova's strength wasn't the only factor. Her performance wasn't the only factor. It was about a confluence of elements that resulted in a perfect storm. Anisimovan's power. Raw power is the foundation of Anisimovan's game. She delivers thunderous serves. She makes strong, accurate ground strokes. She doesn't give her rivals a chance to reflect. She doesn't allow them to breathe. Animova's power can be crushing against players that depend on craft and diversity, such as Eala. Anisimovan's forceful returns negated the Filipina's deft left-handed serves, which had tricked players like Igtch and Jessica Pagula. The Americans just wouldn't give a beat. The toll on the body. Eala had been playing non-stop. In Washington, she had won her maiden WTA championship. In Toronto, she had advanced to the round of 16. In Cincinnati, she had exacted revenge on Ruse for her defeat. The timetable was harsh. There was a huge physical cost. Eala, however, made no justifications. After defeating Ruse, she had declared that everyone's health was their top priority. She recognized the value of healing. She knew her body required rest. Being a rising star comes with tremendous mental pressure. Every game is a test. Every opponent aspires to defeat you. There are high expectations. The scrutiny never stops. Eala had performed admirably under pressure. She had welcomed the attention. She had expressed gratitude for the Filipino fan support. "I find it amazing how inspiration can impact others," she remarked. But under strain, even the most resilient minds can falter. Additionally, Anisimova was under tremendous strain. It was a momentous occasion. There was a lot on the line. Experience is important. Anisimova has made it to the Grand Slam final twice. She has attended the major tennis tournaments. She is aware of what it takes to succeed at the top level. Continues to learn. She is still developing. There was a clear experience gap. Eala isn't deterred, though. She views each match as a chance to gain knowledge. Every setback is an opportunity to improve. And she will achieve greatness because of that mentality. Welcome back to the quick review of the Ace Rally. The match has been witnessed. The response has been heard. Let's now pose the most crucial query. What is the true impact of Alex's defeat against Amanda Anisimova on her future? There are setbacks for every champion. Roger Federer was defeated by opponents he ought to have defeated. Opponents that Serena Williams dominated defeated her. Novak Djokovic has a number of startling defeats. Being great does not mean never losing. It has to do with how you handle failure. A's reaction to this loss has been outstanding. She hasn't offered any justifications. No one has been blamed by her. She's moved on and acknowledged the loss. That is a champion's hallmark. One of the most dangerous players on the WTA circuit has now encountered Eala. She has witnessed what it takes to compete at the top level. The event has taught her valuable lessons. I believe that the only thing that counts is the level at which I play. Eala has stated that she is aware that success is measured by more than just the outcome. What counts is the voyage. What matters are the lessons learned. Eala will focus on the US Open, the season's last Grand Slam, after Cincinnati. She became the first Filipina to win a Grand Slam main draw match when she made her main draw debut at the US Open last year. She intends to continue that trend. She won't be defined by her loss to Anisimova. She won't let anything stop her. It won't stop her travels. If anything, it will inspire her. It will give her energy. She will become stronger as a result. One of the main themes of A's 2026 season has been her retribution tour. Anisimova is now on the list of players she has methodically exacted revenge on for her defeats. Eala will be prepared to take on Anisimova once more. This loss will have taught her a lesson. She'll have modified her strategy. She'll play in a different way. This loss is not the end for Eala. It's just the beginning. It's a step in your path. You've already accomplished a great deal. Millions have been inspired by you. The sport has been altered by you. And you have only just begun. Your support has been amazing, Filipino fans. You have come in large numbers from Toronto to Cincinnati. Continue to applaud. Continue to have faith. There is a quest for your hero. Furthermore, this mission is far from finished. It's time for the US Open. Eala will return as part of the ongoing revenge tour. She will be